What's good, y'all? It's your boy Henry Resilient back with another video, part of my divorce segment. Let's get into it.
Okay, I took the bait on this one. A lot of people put this comment on some of my videos, and I asked every time that I saw it for data that supports this comment, but nobody could ever give me any. So, for one, I'm not sure that that's true, but
stop the cap.
It's plenty of data out there that shows that women file for divorce more. So right now she capping, but I get it. Let's continue.
I just feel the need to clarify that just because you file for divorce doesn't mean that you want the divorce. And it doesn't mean that you're the reason that the divorce is happening. As I said, if you don't have access to cash and you don't have access to money and you get cut off from those things, the only way to get access to money back to pay your bills and your groceries and your mortgage payment and all of that is for a court to make an order, what we call a temporary order, and put some restrictions in place while the case, until the case is resolved. So just because you file for divorce doesn't mean you want a divorce. Guys who keep posting that on my page.
So there you have it. The main reason why women file for divorce is money. Now I get it, if you a stay-at-home mom and your husband move out and he cuts you off financially, by all means, file for divorce, get that motion of temporary support going. I support that. I know it's rare, but yes, if you're a stay-at-home mom, you got no income, you gave up your whole life or you're working, to provide for the kids, file for divorce, get the motion of temporary support. And fellas, if you listen to this and you and your wife, going through what maybe lead to a divorce, don't cut her off financially because you're mad, just don't do it, especially if you got kids involved, set an example, but I get it. Now, the other reason why women file for divorce, other than money, is narrative. Because when you file for divorce, you have that upper hand. I actually filed for divorce, and sure enough, she definitely hit me with a motion for temporary support, but that's neither here nor there. But you get control over the narrative. Sometimes you can even get a parenting schedule, kind of a judge to sign off on it, saying, hey, I'm the mom, I want the kids 70% of the time, dad can see them on the weekends, which sucks for the dad because now he's the defendant, so it kind of puts him on the defense. So if he wants anything other than 70-30, he needs to make his case before the judge sign off on it. And in most cases, it's probably not going to matter. But let me explain to y'all how temporary support works, because when I got that motion for temporary support, I was not happy, but it was a great learning lesson. So let me share with y'all what happens when you get hit with that motion for temporary support. So after you get hit with that motion for temporary support, they are going to get a hearing within 28 days to establish it, because the courts want to make sure that the person requesting temporary support case is heard and we can start that support process as quickly as possible. Now, I'm not going to use the numbers for my case, but typically how it works is they're going to ask for an amount in spousal support. Exactly, I know, right? And if you got kids, they're going to throw in some for child support. Now, if you're a man and you got kids, you are not getting out of child support at all. So don't even try. I mean, there are some cases where if y'all make the same amount or you got the kids more, you can get out, but chances are you're not gonna get out. And they may even ask for some other stuff like credit card debt that they incurred while you were not supporting the family, right? And you like, what the heck, what's going on? I've been there. It don't matter. And then what's going to happen after that initial hearing, you're going to have about 28 days, or in my case, 14 days to submit a brief, whether, you with it or you against it. And sure enough, right, she's going to submit something saying like, basically make you out to be like the worst person, and they're going to have the hardest of hard times making do. And you're going to probably present something like, well, what she's saying is not true. 14 days after y'all both submit y'all stories, the judge will make a decision. And ultimately, you probably going to end up paying some spousal support if you make significantly more, or, depending on the duration, because that's a factor. And in my case, man, I got hit up. I'm paying spousal support. I'm paying child support. Thank goodness the other thing that was on there, the judge didn't take into favor, but I'll be paying spousal support and child support until the divorce is finalized. Now, the beauty of temporary support is it's temporary, unless, you've been married a while and she talking about, I can't work. I gave up my working career. I'm gonna need some help for some years. Then you might be on the hook for spousal support for a very long time. But let me know in the comment sections what y'all think. Thanks for watching. If you have a topic or something you want me to cover, email me at henryresilient.com. Peace.